But listen, to be diagnosed with cancer, it causes a real shift in the way that you live your life. And that is why organizations like CHOC that we are supporting this morning really go out of their way to ensure families are well supported through the entire process. Now, on the couch with us this morning, we have an incredible success story. Gizelle Pretorius, who was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma stage 2 in 2008 when she was only 15 years old. And her mom, Jacqueline Pretorius, joins us as well. And they have come to share their story with us. Thank you very much. Lovely to have you guys with us. Gizelle, what a road that you have walked, and I can only imagine that it's made you grow as a young person into the adult that you are today. Now, the first question I would like to ask, I mean, do you remember what it was like when you received the news at such a young kind of age? I mean, what was going through your mind?
Yeah, I was quite devastated. The first time I heard it, I was like flooded with emotions, but I didn't really know what it was all about.
I wanted to ask, because you're 15, you're young, I mean, did you really understand what was happening?
Not quite, until I got, like, my mother would tell me about it, and then I would totally understand, okay, this is what it is.
Yeah. Jackie, this must have been very, very hard for you. You know, there's your daughter. I mean, I know that parents love. I'm a parent myself. You know, what was it like for you, and how did you guys react to this news? And then how has that kind of changed the way that you guys lived your life, and in terms of your thinking as well?
It was devastating news at the beginning, because it's not what we expected. You know, her being a child, we didn't expect that this would come to her. But although it was very devastating, as time went on, it really became much better. Like with the help of the CHOC and the assistance that we got, it actually became better as time went on.
Because, I mean, if there's one thing that I have learned, you know, without my journey and working very closely with cancer patients, you know, I've been part of the Cancer Survivor Ride last year as well. You know, cancer is not a death sentence. You know, you need to manage it. Detection, early detection, it is really key. But Gizelle, how did this really affect you growing up? I mean, you were still in school. You were in remission in 2009. But how did you live your life afterwards? Were you kind of scared with the thought there that it might return, or what was happening?
Yeah, I had the thought that I might possibly get the cancer again, and that does lurk in your mind at the back, but then also on the other hand, I had lots of support from my family and my friends, and especially school and even CHOC. Yeah. They really supported you, and they through every step of the way, so that you don't feel like
that you're alone.
That fear is, and you're not alone, yes.
And it must have been quite hard, of course, going through the process of chemo as well, you know, with your schoolwork and everything. How did you deal with those pressures?
Yeah, I was actually worried. When I heard the news, I was worried about my schoolwork, the first thing.
Because I'm sure you've got an academic.
Yeah. And, yeah, the school, they were aware about my illness, and all my friends, and they would also like support me in a way by sending me homework and, you know, coming to sending me messages, and the teachers, they were all very supportive. So it made the process much easier.
I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did. And thank you very much for sharing your story with us this morning. I know that, Jackie, that you guys received a lot of help from the CHOC Foundation as well. And without them, I mean, you know, it really made the road that you guys walked easier. But I'm very happy that you are healthy and that you're sitting here with us this morning and sharing your story and inspiration for so many out there. Really appreciate it. So as you can see also on your screen at the moment, we have a group of celebrities down there. They are waiting for your calls. It's a CHOC telethon on your Feel Good Breakfast Show this morning. So do the right thing. Share your loves, as we call it this morning. Call us 083 913 3728 and pledge those loves. You can also donate 30 Rand by SMSing CHOC to 42220. And that will enable you to just do your bit of good in terms of donating 30 Rand. So keep it going and call us 083 913 3728.